Hello, everyone, and welcome to Downtown Beatdown Online. I am Arneezy here, the tournament organizer. We're running Injustice 2, and I have no idea what's going on with my commentators, BigKittyTurboBot and FreeHectic. Are you two there? Hello. I guess they're having some tech issues. I do apologize, folks, but we're going to get the first match started here pretty soon. Once again, I do apologize. I have no idea where our commentators went off to. Bear with me one moment. We'll try to get our commentators back into the get back into the from the nether realm, or whatever the DC equivalent of that is. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get the first stream match coming up here. Once again, this is Injustice 2. All right, so we're gonna get Hypnotic and Pothead Bryan up first on stream as soon as I can get everything situated. As soon as we can all right. Alright, so it seems our commentators are still having some tech issues. I do apologize for that. Looks like I'll be the sole commentator for the time being until they get their stuff situated. All right, so the first match will be Hypnotic and Potheadbryan. Right. All right, so I want to apologize. My commentary in Injustice 2 is not entirely great, so I'm going to do the best I can. So they're going to contest the stage. We have
Fighters approaching Slaughter Swamp.
all right. We have Aquaman for Hypnotic. All right, and it looks like Brian picked the. Looked like was that the Atom?
Begin.
Look at the. I forgot the Atom's crouch is he just shrinks a bit. All right. Oh, good start here from Majin Brian. Look at that combo. The good amount of damage right there. And Hypnotic, try to put on that pressure. Good amount of chip damage that we're seeing right here. Oh, we're just gonna throw things, That's how you do it in this game. Are very nice. Adam's such a cool looking character. And Hypnotic gets that first round here. All matches will be 2 out of 3 until winners loses the grand finals. I know normally for NRS titles it is 3 out of 5, but we are doing this for time purposes. Ooh! Meter burn. Alright, sets down the fire. Alright, we got the clash.
Your bravado isn't hollow. You're talking to a man of science.
Alright. Hypnotic uses 2 bars, gets a little bit of health back. Alright, good throw. Oh, what a conversion right there. Good air-to-air stuff. Oh, not able to get it. Gets the meter burn. Wow. And Hypnotic, still has a tall order despite the fact that he won that round. And Brian wins that first game 1-0.
Aquaman. Atom.
All right, let's see if Hypnotic can
Fighters approaching the
make some
Batcave.
adjustments here.
Begin.
All right, starting out with that pressure, that's a good amount of chip. Aquaman has a pretty good amount of chip damage here. And once again, Bryan just in a commanding lead once again. Good meter burn, using the clash.
Your bravado isn't hollow. You're talking to a man of science.
All right, it's gonna use probably 2 bars here. There you go, get some of that health back. Oh, what a cross up! Yo, the jumps that Bryan is doing, working out in his favor, and it seems Bryan has taken it 2-0 over Hypnotic. Good stuff by both of these players. All right, as I said, all matches until finals will be 2 out of 3. This is for time purposes. So Bryan moves on. He'll be facing C later on. He'll be facing C right now off stream. All right, we're just waiting for. It looks like we're gonna get.
Oh.
Let's see here. Q. All right.
Hello?
I can hear you, Hectic.
Well, if the mic is in fact working, I cannot hear you. 1 second. Oh boy.
I think our commentators are back. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll try. Okay.
I think our commentators are back, folks.
Hello, hello.
All right, I'm gonna get it on over to them.
If you can hear me, Mr. Arneezy, can you message me? Or the chat? You can. Okay, cool. So this is FreeHectic. Sorry, we're having some audio issues. Mr. Turbo has went out to try to get some chords to alleviate the problem, but we did the whole intro and everything, and we weren't talking to anybody. We were talking into the void, so that's pretty sick. So he's not here right now, and I'll try to hold it down for now. Did not see that first match as we were trying to figure out the situation, but let's see here. Let's look at this bracket. So far we've had 3 DQs. Potheadbryan took it over Hypnotic, and takgillo has taken over Ryu Pain FZ. And the next match, I'm not sure which one it is. It might be Optical versus Tak, or it might be McCuddy versus Cham. We'll find out in a second here. I'm used to working with multiple monitors, and I'm on a laptop right now. So this is it is what it is, but we'll get through it, hopefully, maybe. Because my co-commentator is a good boy and doesn't get on his phone when he's driving. And he's already gone, but that's okay. So I'm looking at this chat. If my instructor, my TO, my main dog, Arneezy, can let me know which matches are next, that'd be pretty sick nasty.
Fighters approaching the Batcave.
All right, let's see here. We got Cham versus McCuddy. Winners round 2. We got a lot of DQs in the first round, but that's okay. That's how it be with online tournaments.
Begin.
Alright, so we are not currently in the lobby, so we aren't viewing this in I don't think we're viewing this in real time. So it's a little, we'll go play by play, do the best we can. But so far McCuddy's putting a lot of pressure on Cham. Oh, Cham bouncing back, getting out of the corner, drops the combo, but at least he's not in the corner anymore. McCuddy going in deep with his main Harley. He has a nasty Harley. Look at that anti-air. No air for you, Mr. Brainiac. From corner to corner, this pressure life bar is gone. It's just gone. That kick miss, whipped, punished, into plus frames, into a full combo back in the corner. Finally, Cham getting his own, getting their own. Oh! Maybe a drop combo, maybe a mix-up. I'm not sure. Holding that. Goes for the mix-up, doesn't get it. Safe. Going for more. Oh! Didn't get punched for that. I'm not sure if that was low enough to be safe or not. Anti-air. Throwing out the hounds. Getting out of that corner. Doing a setup. Mistimes it, I assume. That's almost a life bar. Oh, there's a punish.
Your humor escapes me.
Well, I think it's funny.
He's gonna take it 2-1. Make them lose a decent amount of a chunk of life there. And that should be it right there. Yep, McCuddy taking game 1 against Cham.
Harley Quinn wins. Brainiac, Harley Quinn.
So I'm also listening without sound. I'm usually at my own setup where I have sound and a Blue Yeti and the whole setup. But right now everything kind of brokey. Everything brokey right now all of a sudden, and we're just kind of working with the laptop mic. So if I sound not great, I apologize. We are working with the best that we can right now. Oh, that was a nice convert into a mix-up, into unblockable, interactable. That was a little unsafe, but he could probably have been punished there by the trade. Full corner combo into restand, dot damage, getting out of the corner, switch sides, no, I'm just doing full damage. A lot of pressure, no punish. Pretty even, gonna take the life bar, yep.
You are not worth collecting.
Let's see if Cham can bounce back here. To see how long he can make that sliver of life fly. Nope. Okay, didn't even finish my didn't even finish my sims. Alright, we have some full screen zoning, trying to keep him out of the air. Nope, did not work. Got snagged by the trait. Instant jump dive kick. Ooh, and he took game 2. Noah, and what's it called? Clash.
Wins.
Yeah, I just changed the setting in thingy, and it worked.
Nice.
Yeah. So we got that's the other half of the commentary, Mr. Turbo.
Harley
It's
Quinn.
BigKittyTurboBot.
Yeah, that.
How's it going, everyone? I technically said hello to you once already, but nobody heard me. It was
Yeah.
a really good intro. It's like the most professional intro
Fighters
I've ever done.
approaching Atlanta.
It's really a shame it's lost to the abyss.
I let him take control, and then it just didn't go through.
So what do we got so far? We got Cham versus McCuddy.
Yep, 1-1 right now. McCuddy took the first game, and Cham just went through that second one pretty quickly. No clash or anything.
Oh, it's Big Brain Brainiac. We were just talking about him today.
You were talking about our good boy, what's his tag? I forget his tag.
Killer Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky.
Yep.
Playing one of the most complex characters in this game.
Nice conversion.
We got the setups.
Yep, those hard knockdown setups are integral to the Brainiac game.
I think Cham just needed a warm up. That first game wasn't very good, but these last two games have been very solid.
Yeah, that looks really clean from Cham.
Yeah, that first game was all McCuddy, but these last 2 ones have been been using this trait well, been using the dive kick a lot. And I'm not sure if McCuddy can punish the dive kicks that he's blocking, but
Yeah, that was just unfortunate. It looked like McCuddy had the right read on that with the armored back three.
well, that's good.
It's a really good conversion.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, you're gonna have to clash on that one.
You cannot kill me.
Also, we had 3 DQs so far.
All right, so 10-player bracket.
Yep, we're in round 2. Slides in under him. Get the setup. Nope. Wakes up. Oh, didn't punish it. Maybe he was afraid that he was going to meter guard. I'm not sure. Disrespecting that. Oh, he didn't respect that though.
Oh, the wiggly arms.
That's punish. Yep, he's dead if he finishes this.
If he doesn't drop
Oh
it,
no, he doesn't have meter.
the setup is there.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Wow, that was a quick turnaround. Cham taking over McCuddy 2-1.
With the reverse 2-0 from Cham.
That was wild.
Reverse 2-0 doesn't sound nearly as cool as reverse 3-0, but I'll say it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, considering the first game, it was pretty sick, nasty.
Yeah.
But you were out and about trying to get cords and whatnot.
I was eating shrimp in a car.
Yeah.
I almost spilled my shrimp. I took a turn too fast. I almost had a big shrimp accident. That would have been embarrassing.
So it looks like Miss Mocha and Eviscerator and
Eviscerator.
Storm Queen have been DQ'd so far.
All right.
Losers bracket isn't filling out too much yet, but we got Ryu versus Storm Queen in the first round of losers. We got Hypnotic taking it over to Raw 2-1. And we got Cease versus Miss Mocha potentially also in losers. But the next up on stream should be Tech versus Go Optical. And the winner of that will be facing against potheadbryan.
All right. I'm kind of sad that Two-Raw's already out. I was hoping to get him on stream. His Donatello is wild.
Who?
Two-Raw?
Okay.
Yeah, his Donatello is kind of nuts because the turtles were kind of unfortunate. They got released like right as this game was like singing its swan song, so you didn't really get to see them too much. You had Sonic Fox rocking out with some Time to Guess Mikey, but for the most part, I feel like you saw a lot of Leo and Mikey. You didn't really see the other turtles, so
Yeah.
it's always kind of cool seeing a Donatello.
When-
I tried to play Raphael, and he was bad.
when I played the Turtles, I remember going to like one of my first tournaments in Indianapolis, and I tried to play Donatello. I got slapped the first game and switched to Atrocitus, and just it was so much easier. But Donatello is super cool. He's just a little not as good as the other Turtles.
He's more setup based. He's got his trait is that weird like electric trap on the ground, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it's not very good.
Yeah.
He's a big, medium, kind of long range, kind of just I don't know, just kind of he's just a have fun character. He's not a I'm gonna win character.
Yeah. I really liked Leo's trait. I don't know, it was just kind of cool.
Yeah,
Getting
his was
to
cool,
call
too.
in all the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Raph just had get hype. And
Yeah.
it was really bad. And it was really unfortunate because I love Raph. He's my favorite turtle.
Okay.
The DLC for Injustice 2 as a whole was just kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like Hellboy. So I guess what was weird to me about Hellboy is he was a very my brain is just dying. He had a lot of he was difficult to control. I can't think of the word.
He was just all over the place. Like I didn't play him much, but he was very
execution
yeah,
heavy.
execution.
There's the words. My brain was just I've got like shrimp brain now.
Because from my understanding, he had different range jumps, or you cancel the ranges in the air?
I think you cancel them in the air.
Okay.
I think it's a combination of the two. I think you can choose like how far he jumps and then like timing like the cancels, and I don't know. He just had some weird execution to him. And when you think of DLC in a lot of NRS games, a lot of people make jokes about they make the DLC like a little bit overpowered and really easy to play so that people buy them, which isn't always completely true, but it was just kind of interesting seeing Hellboy being one of the single like most execution heavy characters in the game.
Then Hellboy is just a very interesting option in general. Like,
and he had little legs that were funny to look at.
You little leg, little arms. Little arm, one big arm. Oh, he's a cool character. It's just an interesting choice. But I remember messing around with him a bit, and I was like, yeah, I don't play this game enough to do this. So
yeah, I'm trying to think back now on some of the Hellboy played. Was Silver Rod one of the big?
Oh yeah, he was the biggest.
He was like the Hellboy player.
What's his Aaron Black player, the person we just saw, big bulky glasses, long hair.
We're playing pro player charades.
Yeah, long hair. He plays Ki.
Hayate.
Yeah, Hayate played him as well.
Hayate plays Ki.
Yeah. Wait, no. Is that?
Are you thinking of Nikki?
I think of Nikki. Nikki plays Hellboy.
just two white boys with long hair.
and they got muscles and stuff.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sorry, I've been out of the FGC loop for a minute. I apologized. Yeah, he also played Nicky also played Hellboy, and he wasn't too bad with him. Yeah. He was okay. I think those are the only two players I can remember.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
So who do you think we're gonna have up next on stream?
We should be having Go Optical versus takgillo. Takgillo.
That sounds like a delicious adult drink.
Almost.
I feel like I could order a takgillo.
But yeah, it should be them two next. Let me look at losers to see if we're not doing any losers on stream as of now, except for we're not doing any losers except for semi. So losers is gonna have to go through the loser grind of bracket.
Oh, since we missed my super sweet interesting thing, it looks like potheadbryan beat Cease 2-0.
Yep.
And that's interesting to me because if you haven't been watching CIFGC streams, shame on you. First of all, you should watch them. They're always super good. But Cease has won the last two Mortal Kombat 11 brackets that CIFGC hosted. So I was really curious to see what he was doing in Injustice 2. It looks like currently he's losing to potheadbryan.
potheadbryan is a 4-0 so far in this bracket. So the winner of our next match, which I'm assuming hopefully is going to happen on stream. I'm going to click this so that it stops doing that.
I should just close it.
Yeah, it was flashing. Assuming that we get them on stream, we should be seeing them, and then the winner of that, or Gilo versus Optical, the winner of that should be going up against potheadbryan. But I'm not sure. I'm waiting on my amazing man, Mr. Arneezy, to let me know what's going on, if he has the opportunity to. As you hear me pressing on the laptop touchpad over and over and over.
Yeah, sorry again for the less than optimal sound that's probably coming through your speakers right now. I'm sure Hectic has explained our unfortunate situation.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure where I think the is it right here? I think the mic might be right there. I'm not sure where the mic is.
My FBI agent just got a wonderful look at your nose.
Hell yeah, right. Yeah, he did. I think it's we're currently using the laptop, a built-in laptop mic, because
the power cable for my microphone literally disintegrated.
Yeah, it kind of went to multiple pieces. It may or may not have been partially my fault.
It was already wibbly wobbly. You just made it more brokety broke.
I just got it to where it was trying to go. But anyway, next time hopefully things sound a little better and good to go. Yeah, I'm assuming so. Hit up one of our TOs. I'm not, who's TOing? Is it just Arneezy? Yeah, we're working with this laptop right now, so I can't really click back and forth that well. I'm used to, like I said, I'm used to using 2 monitors, so this is really hard for me. Also using a trackpad.
I'll just dunk on all of my equipment. I'm sorry, it's not top tier.
Pretty cringed.
I'm sorry, I'm not a super cool content creator.
I don't make content. I just play RuneScape.
With your super awesome dual monitor setup for 2007 RuneScape.
With my 1060.
All right, we got a string match going, and it is going to be takgillo versus Go Obstacle. Oh, we got a Robin.
Oh, this is a...
And a Black Adam.
Oh, Black Adam. Black Adam just scares me. He's just a scary man.
And, you know, Robin players were always scary because
we interrupted that. That's good knowledge. We
were talking about Hayate earlier. He was a Robin player.
Yeah.
I swear Robin players took one look at frame data and said, nah, I'm good.
That was good. Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
This Black Adam is just... Not to, be like one side of it. He's blowing up everything right now. Except for that wake up and that. Finish it. Yep. Setup. No setup.
No setup.
Just doing a little meaty. Oh, punish.
Oh, flip out.
Oh, didn't do too much damage. Oh, he just put himself in the corner and died for it. That was a really, really solid start from the Black Adam.
Go Optical.
Go Optical. Yeah. Sorry, I can't see. But then, Robin turned around there, and he has a sliver of life. Let's see how much damage he can do with it. So far, he's putting on... Yep, he's just punishing him. He's just waiting for him to come to him.
Yep, Go Optical fully in the driver's seat right now, and takgillo has just got my first life bar off of Go Optical. Got a big comeback to make.
Yeah. Oh gosh, okay, that was funky. Yeah, that was very, very, very solid on a... Who's Black Adam again?
Go Optical.
Okay, Go Optical side. Like, he was blowing up strings, he was doing setups, and even though, takgillo he blocked a few of the mix-ups, which is, these practice. These players still seem practice, which is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Go Optical, he was also, he was just converting pretty much every little touch that he got, too. Every one of those kind of like stray dive kicks.
Yeah, they were either converted or into a setup, which is really nice to see. Nothing looked too sloppy. I'm not sure what takgillo's plan is exactly. He's getting some hits in, but like they're just leading to short strings or not really many setups. But here we go, eating my words right now. Full combo into setup.
Now, and got the setup this time.
No interrupt. Oh, that was really scary. That move's funky.
And Black Adam gets Oki off of his forward throw, but not his back throw. Right?
Oh, that was funky.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of straight hits from takgillo here, but he's unfortunately not converting off of them.
Yeah, he is getting those birderangs back on the screen a lot more than he was in game 1, and I think that's helping Tak a lot in this matchup.
We haven't seen any trade though yet. We haven't seen the are they birderangs or batarangs?
They're birderangs.
Birderangs, yeah.
Because Robin is a bird.
But we haven't been seeing his trade at all, which is kind of understandable because Black Adam just controls everything. But maybe on a knockdown setup, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem is he just hasn't really gotten a lot of hard knockdowns yet.
Or even just like on a block string, like just mix them up with a trade. Because he hasn't done it yet, so I don't think he'll be super expecting it.
Tak trying to make some space for himself.
Oh, there we go. That's something.
He's got it on the ground. I think that's the one he can recall.
Yep. Oh, too early. Black Adam with full bar right now. Scary. Oh, he's just hitting him with these back or down.
Looks like a sweep.
Yeah, the sweep. He's hitting him with a lot of sweeps. I'm pretty sure those are... They're different in between games.
Forcing Go Optical into the flash. And go up skill, taking the first life bar off of Tech.
Those birdarangs are keeping him from dive kicking as much, which is nice.
It's a really nice change up from the first game.
I like him using his trait now. He's putting a little more pressure on. But yeah, this birdarang's doing a lot of work. See, now he has to respect that birdarang.
Yeah, because in the first game, Go Optical was able to pretty much just hang out in the air for free.
Yep.
Which is not a place you want to let Black Adam be too often.
They both ripped their aerials. It looked like they... What is this?
So that was wild.
This was so funky. Oh, he switched sides that time. Last time he didn't. Okay, he's gonna get kind of blown up for that. Oh, 2 8s. That
Looks
should
like
be it.
Yeah, looks like he held it just that back three a little too long.
Yeah, that was funky. that was a super spaghetti all over the place match, but it looked like Tack was in control for most of it.
Yeah, it really looks like Tack really woke up after that first game.
We'll see if Optical can what's the term? Adapt to those birdarangs and him using his trait now.
Fighters approaching Red Sun Prison.
Yeah, Hectic and I were talking about Black Adam a little bit earlier. He's definitely one of those characters where he was like kind of nerfed almost every other patch in Injustice 2, and he was still considered a top character.
Still very scary. Yeah. I was never not scared of him.
Absolutely terrifying character.
Oh, that was not a good button to press. Oh, setup. Yep.
Yeah, that is one of the crazier things about Injustice compared to other.
There we go.
Of course, it's back to block, so cross-ups are real in this game.
Oh yeah, and sometimes they're just super fake, but they work. Yeah, I liked that trade on block from Tack, but it's not looking too good so far. Good block from the crossover. You have to eat all that pressure. Man, if that was pre-patch, he would be like 3/4 of his life.
Yeah.
Or 1/4 of his life gone, I think.
Vanilla Injustice 2, Black Adam was doing like 50% combos for like a bar.
Yeah, and even if you block everything, that trait's gonna take away like, was it 15% or 16% each time?
Really gross. Alright, Go Optical is...
Didn't block his dome.
Oh, I was just about to say Go Optical is fully in control again, but losing his first life bar. Tack definitely not out of this yet.
They both have trait, they both have the same amount of meter.
Oh, I forgot how much damage interactables do.
Oh, he dropped it!
Oh, that's a really bad one.
Oh, he mixed him up again. He's been hitting with that every time. Block. Took all that chip damage. Health down 2, see if he can do something off of that. Set up. He blocked it this time. Put on the pressure.
A nice spacing.
Defense is solid. Now they're down 2. Clash. They both have 2 bars. I wouldn't expect Optical to use both, but I mean, it's not beyond. Yeah, they both is blue. I don't like that decision on Tack because he needs life back himself. Like even if Optical gets some life back, like you're very dead. Like yeah, that's all it takes. Like you can block all day against Black Adam, but you're still eventually gonna die.
Yeah, I think out of like the entire cast, Black Adam is still like one of the scariest characters to have like a life deficit against. It's just very hard to make solid comebacks against Black Adam because of his trait.
Yeah, and he can be a very solid defensive character. Like once he has the life lead, he doesn't have to do anything. He can just hit you from a range, mix you up with dive kicks and lightning, and whatever he wants, and then just pop trait when you get close, and boom, there goes a little bit of your life.
But I will say, takgillo was definitely making some adjustments, especially in that second game, and that was just the winner's side, so might have a chance to make a run through the lower side of the bracket there.
Yes. Optical will be facing Potheadbryan in the semifinals, but I'm not sure. We're either getting Potheadbryan and Optical next, or we're getting Cham and Unwise. I'm not gonna.
Otsutsuki.
Yes.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I don't mind sounding stupid on the microphone.
Japanese is my language I'm learning after ASO, because I don't know. I like doing stuff with my hands, so I might as well do something productive with them.
Man, every time you say ASL, I figure asking my age. So
yeah. I think that every time too. It's funny. Like, hey, do you know ASL? Yeah. Okay, so on the losers bracket, I don't think we have any updates. Miss Mocha has been DQ'd, so Cease is going against Tak, which we just saw, and Diviserator also DQ'd. If it's like two different words mixed together, my mouth doesn't want to do it. Adviserator. Oh, Adviserator. Okay.
And then
that's it for losers so far.
So we'll have Hypnotic versus the winner of McCuddy Mayhem versus Pain. Real Pain FZ.
I don't know if they've started yet, but that's been going on for a minute now. Hopefully we get that in here soon. If my lovely TO, who's a busy man, so it's understandable he can't, but will let us know who is up next. That'd be pretty sick nasty. Or we can check the chat maybe. Where would that even be? There it is. Click clack. Looks like, yeah. So, I don't think they've started yet. McCuddy and
we got something wrong. Looks like we're gonna have Potheadbryan versus Go Optical.
Yep. Looking at the chat here real quick. Sorry, I'm. Where is Staff? Everything's so tiny. Where is it? Wait, actually, where is it? Is it up here? Okay, whatever. Anyway, McCuddy and.
Oh, hey, Potheadbryan plays Adam. That's awesome. I love Adam.
Oh, Adam.
One of the
Why do you love Adam? That trait's so whack. It's so dumb.
I liked it because people didn't know how to block it. It made me look better at the game than I actually was.
Well, even if you do know how to block it, like, you can still like end it whenever you want, and you're gonna get hit by it. Like, the ending card.
He also hits you with a microscope, and I enjoyed that.
I remember going to Frosty one year and I played an Adam player. I think his name was Adam, like his tag, and he was very upset that like he lost because he was like, "I'm playing Adam. I'm gonna trade on everybody and win." And he's like, "Oh." It was a close set though.
Yeah, during the Injustice 2 days, it was kind of weird because a lot of people regarded Adam as a pretty good character, but the only player that really made a lot of progress with him was Gurr.
Yep.
And while I'm rambling about the past, Potheadbryan just keeping out the first life bar there. I want to say first round, but I keep forgetting it's not how it works.
Fun fact about Adam's teleport is that the move list says it's super negative. It's like 0.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
It's
whatever.
It's not punishable unless you like already throw a move out.
Okay. Dropping the weird goo on the ground. I completely forgot about his trait, honestly. Or not his trait, the vials. Yeah, how you can like mix them together. For the longest time when I was trying out Adam, I legitimately didn't know how like the mixes worked. I just dropped random vials on the ground.
Yeah. I only remember that there's the one that we just saw that floats across the screen and one that explodes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think is there a third one or is there only 2? I think there might be a like an AO or a dot thing. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're getting. Oh, he tried to backdash on his wake up. We got blown up by the back.
Optical really turning this around.
Keeping it unclashable. Down 2. Oh. He's just holding down.
So that was 2 really good decisions from Go Optical. He used the push block on Adam's trait, which is a really smart thing to do. I kind of forgot that push block was good in this game.
Oh yeah.
Because it's been in almost every NRS game, but it's been bad up until Injustice 2.
Yeah, push block was Atrocitus's nightmare.
Adam.
Hello? Oh, you blind? Yeah, that's the stream.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
Oh. It's the one that's not lit up. Okay.
Sorry. We're both in the same room and we're both trying to find staff chat and we're having a hard time.
Yeah.
So going back into it, I don't think we're going to have any character changes. Let's see. I feel like a lot of people that play Black Adam, a lot of people they just play Black Adam. Like he's very comfortable just being like a character specialist.
Yeah,
he didn't have a lot of horrible matchups in this game.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, I think he maybe has like 1 or 2, but I don't even know who they would be. Or they're not even bad matchups. They're matchups where he's maybe not even, or maybe are even.
You got some of those 4.5.
Yeah, maybe 4.8. Oh, that was nasty. That was pretty sick.
Oh, that little like, flip jump that he's got?
Yeah, that was a mix-up too. He hit him from the right and then the left.
Mm-hmm.
Good old
Ooh, that was cute.
Yeah, I think that's the third one.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, did he just make it? I'm not sure.
So I think that one on the ground, I think it might be DOT, and then if you drop something else into it, it explodes.
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah, that might be what it is.
That's what it looked like to me.
Wow, he's just jumping like crazy. Jump, jump, jump. He's not doing anything about it. Keep
Yeah,
jumping.
I mean, right now, why not?
He's got punished for it though. Switch sides.
Okay, good use of flip out.
Oh, you gonna hit anything? Oh.
And yeah, that is the one thing about his trait, is he does need to hit you to stay safe, because if he just rocks out, his trait ends up being super long recovery.
If Optical was just a little more patient there and didn't do the 4-3, he could have just went with the 4-2-1, I believe. 4-2-2, I'm not sure. And punched him off the back roll, but it looks like he might be losing his life right here. Keep it unclashable. There's the dot that we were talking about that we couldn't figure out.
Oh, that does a lot of dot damage, too.
And he hears us, the uneducated commentator's like, I'll show you the dot. I'll show you the third one.
It's okay. I know you guys don't remember this game. You've been playing Big Dumb on K11.
Or RuneScape.
Or RuneScape.
Alright, big damage. Setup. Oh, fake out. Anti-air doesn't do anything with it.
Got caught pressing the button.
Getting a lot of chip damage here. Oh!
Hey, you got a clash on that?
Yeah, that was gonna be close to that. Yeah, because it was a 4-3 meter burn start. That scaled really good. He just dive kicked his teleport. Oh, it's a punish.
Oh, that's
it dropped. He would have been dead. Oh, is he dead? No, he's not. Very very close. Oh my gosh, that was too close.
But once again, Black Adam is really good at closing out games.
Yep. That was all potheadbryan in the start, and then it wasn't.
And honestly, the a lot of that loss for potheadbryan honestly just came down to a few small mistakes, like throwing the interactable at the wrong time, a couple of questionable teleports.
A lot of goonery. Like he was just jumping, which is fine.
Which,
if, wasn't
it was working for quite a while though.
Eventually, he got blown up for it and lost about 35% and pushed mid screen. But yep, that would be Pied versus Optical. Optical will be moving on to winners final, and potheadbryan will be facing the winner of McCuddy and Hypnotic.
And it does look like,
yeah.
Just over on the loser side, takgillo has defeated Cease 2-0.
Looks like Ryu has also DQ'd, so McCuddy will be moving on to face Hypnotic.
All right.
Okay.
That's weird. Didn't Ryu play in the first round?
Yes, question mark? Or I think they were part of a DQ, and I think both players might have been DQ'd.
Okay.
Let's see. No, they did play. Yeah. Went 0-2 and decided, I'm done.
Maybe he needed some shrimp.
Yeah.
Gotta go buy shrimp.
Shrimp is good, even though they're full of poop.
And they're like delicious sea bugs.
Yeah. Full of poop.
Yeah, so tonight is my first experiment with air fryer. My girlfriend and I have split an air fryer. I still have to give her money.
I didn't see it in action, but I smelled it.
And you're tasting it.
Yeah, I'm tasting it too.
You're not actually licking the air fryer, but you're tasting a product that was cooked in the air fryer.
I am. This shrimp is indeed fried.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive. I mean, the air fryer is basically just the broil function on your oven, but it's just in like a little small box.
Do you remember where I used to live? The thing that was on top of the fridge, that little oven thing. Kind of. It's like it has like you pull it out and it has a little like flat and a little pan you can put stuff on it. It's not an air fryer, like it heats up.
Yeah, that's not. It's like a broiler.
Like a what?
A broiler.
Okay, so it's air fryers are essentially the same as that, just less dangerous and bigger. They don't like catch on fire. Hopefully.
Yeah, like if you see a lot of ovens, there's like an option that'll say broil on it. It's basically the air fryer, and then it's just the top heating element gets real hot. Man, I'm just talking about ovens on this.
Yeah,
sweet oven chat.
Ovens.
Sweet oven chat. That's how much I remember about Injustice 2. I'm just I'm distracting by talking about ovens.
Yeah, we're gonna start an oven podcast in the middle of Injustice 2 commentating.
Also, though, did you mention that this is Matcherino?
I have not.
Sponsored. Yeah. So this is backed by Matcherino. So I'm sure somebody will drop the Matcherino link in the chat. I think they just did.
Yeah.
Or somebody just donated to. But either way, Grab that Matcherino. Check it out. There's always some free quests on there, and it's not just good for the people that are playing in this tournament. It's also good for the just everybody.
The tournament runners.
Yeah, the tournament runners. And yeah.
Yeah, there should be a code. I'm not sure what the code is. I apologize, but there should be a code that you can put in. All you would have to do is go on Matcherino, make an account. You don't even have to make an account. You can just sign in with your social media, and then when you click contribute, you can just put in the code.
Free 50 cents.
Yep.
All right, so we got Chan versus Unwise Otsutsuki.
Yeah, if I were to guess, I would assume that they would play Catwoman based off their name. Oh, we got some. Ooh, big setups. Oh, that was sick. That was so much button holding.
That was really.
Yeah, just like. Unless you change this. Yeah, Brainiac is. What was that?
Wow.
He like touched his the air between his J is his air jaw. Like the air below them. That was insane.
But, Chan is looking really clean though. But just like that, he's going to lose his first life bar to Catwoman.
Yeah, I have the chat pulled up now, so what's going on, chat? Hope you're all having a good weekend, good day, staying safe, and enjoying some good old OG Injustice 2.
Oh, we got the stage transition.
Oh, he's no life left.
I kind of forgot stage transitions were this.
Yeah, at least it's not like Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe with the
or you just
rock paper
to like punch each other in the face.
Yeah, the rock paper scissors shoe.
Oh, I
thing.
wish that was back in here.
I never fully understood it as a kid. I just pressed buttons.
Yeah. Let's remaster MK versus.
Oh my gosh, that game was.
It was good.
Yeah. I remember I got it on like Christmas, and I was like really hyped for it. And then I never played it online. I only played that like offline.
Really, even in life bars right now?
He barely blew up his Meterman back 3.
Oh, that was some tricksy Hobbit maneuvering there from Chan.
I love seeing good Brainiacs play. It's just there's so much happening.
Yeah. Oh, it's just really interesting how you have to use this trait, because you hold the button to delay, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times you're doing a combo, you're also holding your trait button the whole time you're doing a combo, which is tricky.
Yeah, I don't remember which buttons you press exactly, but whatever you press, you like have to hold it, and then like it's kind of like you have to like either claw it because you're using the thumb, you can't just press other buttons, or you have to rebind your key or your buttons, which most people do,
or be a big cheater and play on a hitbox like that,
or do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I never played Brainiac, because it required too much thinking.
Yeah, it's lots of the button holds and the just like instant air attacks, like the instant air dive kicks, which...
Oh yeah, those are tricky too. And to make those safe is hard.
So like you're doing instant air dive kicks while having to like hold a button down and know like the right time to release it.
And you also have to calculate where your dive kick's gonna land, because if it lands like below the shins or something, it's safe. But if it lands above that, it's unsafe. If you don't meter burn it, I mean. But you can make it safe.
Oh, ooh, almost picked that up. And then Brainiac also has a weird thing, I think, with his down one. He can slightly alter his down one to like keep it under range, but it's unsafe. Or maybe it's not safe.
I think he has a crouching button that does that.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Interesting character, though.
Yeah. He's very fun to see at a high level. Oh, no punish. Oh, punish.
Ooh, big whip.
Okay, it wasn't a punish, but he didn't block it.
Yeah. We'll take those.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Okay, tricky.
Alright, cool.
Nice use of the flip out. That was weird.
Hey, Atsutsuki needs to get as much damage on the board as they can before they potentially lose their life here, or their first bar. Hey, you're in the corner now. Okay, get out of the corner. At least you got that. No buttons, it's backing off, respecting. Right, now we're going.
There we go. Try and get some damage. So yeah, Atsutsuki's gonna have a big hill to climb here. But you know, they're playing Catwoman.
That was good, but didn't convert off of it. I wouldn't have either. That was very good. Caught him lacking. Okay, do anything. Oh, nice conversion. Kept him in the corner too. Didn't do the cat dash.
And just like that, Atsutsuki has tied up this game.
Kinda. Brainiac has more. I think Brainiac has more health, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Every character has different combos.
Yeah, we can't see them because it's not turned on. But yeah, every character for the most part has different health.
Completely forgot about that on.
I think Brainiac has like, does he have a little more than most characters or a little less? I don't remember. I think it's a little more. But I think female characters also have a little less. I'm not too sure. It's been a minute.
It is definitely been a minute. Looks like Cham was trying to get you to jump out there.
Finally got something off of that. I keep him. Oh no, wants to go in. Do a normal bread and butter whip, but being pushed back into the corner, has barely any life, needs at least 2 full conversions, but he has a clash available still, and we're getting some. Okay, that's good, unclashable, but not enough damage. Cat dash, full screen, cat dash, yeah, but didn't convert, did it too quick. Another one! Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god!
Oh, spaghetti everywhere.
Oh my gosh. They were doing exactly what I was saying, but like,
yeah,
it just didn't work out.
The end of that one was a little bit as sloppy as our stream setup right now.
Something like that. Well, no, that was a good idea to catch them off guard with the full screen cat dash.
Yeah.
But just press the meter burn button a little too quick. One of these discords is blowing you up.
I thought I muted all of them.
Or we can do this.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you do that?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, it won't give you notifications anymore.
Oh, okay.
Or
cool.
notification sounds.
I wish I would have known that like 4 years ago.
Hey, they learn something new every day.
Every time I went to like commentate, I would go through and just mute everything manually. And then I'd have to remember to unmute.
Or you can just mute the whole server. You can.
Yeah, no, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But it's still way slower than just doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I do both because I don't like the sound.
Yeah. No,
I never hear the sound unless it's a DM.
Yeah. Like for me, I the only time I use Discord on PC is when I'm commentating. So
yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, get into that Matcherino, get that free 50 cents, and then there's always those side quest ones that are completely free, doesn't cost anything out of your pocket. Just follow some BB.
Some social medias.
Follow some social
Retweet
medias.
some tweets, like some tweets.
Help out the local scenes.
Yes, sir.
It's really weird commentating with somebody in the same room again. It almost feels like, I don't know, it feels like real life again.
I like the last part. Yeah, that would be something.
So what's our bracket looking like now?
Let's see. Looks like we got, Cham taking over 2-2-2-2-0 over at Suzuki. We got Optical versus Cham
for winners final
next, and the losers we got McCuddy taking over Hypnotic 2-1, and he's gonna be facing Potheadbryan, and Unwise at Suzuki will be going up against takgillo.
We're going right into our winners finals.
Oh shoot!
Good job on not using a bad word.
Oh heck.
All right, so our winners final, we've got Cham versus Go Optical as one of the finals matches.
Oh, this is a match.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of.
We got fly boys.
Yeah, we've got lots of dive kicks on the screen.
We got PL.
PL, somewhere PL is smiling.
Yeah, he just got a little nice little tingle. He's like,
I feel like somebody's dive kicking right now. Make these characters feel super.
Oh my gosh.
It is like a super collection.
And I feel like that game has run its course. I think there's too many indie games on the market now. It was one of the first.
And it had a really cool fight stick. It just had 2 big buttons on it. Alright, as we're talking about something that isn't Injustice 2.
2 meter burns.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Gonna force the clash out of Go Optical there.
Those situations are always fun. Sometimes irritating, but always fun. 2 people do a meter burn armor thing, and one of theirs is just a little slower, one of them did a little too quick, and then they just get blown up for it.
Yeah.
That's what we just saw there in the corner, but we're not losing Outlaw here, but it's pretty close setup. No.
Yeah, you got Black Adam, so.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, Black Adam's never out of this one.
Even with the nerf, he still took out about 15% of his life there, just punching and falling. And we get jump dive too.
Big opportunity for Go Optical here. Setup carry.
No, we're just getting some meaties. He has not been waking up with any what's the term?
Invincible wake up.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing any invincible wake up, so he's just been disrespecting him on wake up.
Right, because Brainiac, I think his invincible wake up is the shoulder dash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his invincible. I could be wrong, but regardless, Gothco taking the first game against Champ in our winners final. So this should be first to 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
That was a really impressive and quick turnaround from Go Optical. Chan got on top pretty quick.
Also, I'm surprised we didn't see any stage transitions there. There's always a stage transition on that stage.
Yeah, because it's got one on the far left?
Far right.
Or far right.
It goes into the asylum.
Yeah.
Every time I see that stage, there's always a transition.
Yeah, I feel like that one and the asylum itself, like there's almost always a straight stage transition. Because the asylum itself, that's the left one into the elevator, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, there's not one. Right? Yeah, it's just left. Yeah, those two happen a lot, but regardless, we're getting Joker's little playground here.
Man, it's been like 3 years since I played this game. I can still hear the music to the stage, even with
and
like no
the
sound.
creaking of the
it's just things I can always hear.
I definitely hear the creaking and like the rotating of the stuff in the background. This stage is real. Like I really like horror aesthetic. This stage it's really nice to me.
Yeah.
Any whoosies. Cham's life bar is almost gone. See if he can fight back here. He's poking from medium range. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was sick. Brainiac stuff. Setups, big damage, 36%. Oh.
Ooh, just powering through with the meter burn interactable. A big whiff.
Big whips in both parts.
Another meaty because again we haven't seen any invincible wickets from Cham.
I'm pretty sure. I'm about like 90% sure it is invincible, but I remember it not being good.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it must be bad because Champ hasn't done it a single time.
Yeah. Right, you just need to touch him like once. There you go.
Your pain brings no pleasure.
Yeah, I didn't have the privilege of having a character with a good wake up, so I didn't use it much unless I like did super hard read. And I mean, Black Adam does not have one. Black Adam's is absolutely terrible. It's the cage.
Oh yeah.
It's
yeah. I'm trying to remember what Bane's was. I think it was the elbow drop.
How long till you die?
Or something not
Maybe.
good. I would just wake up and charge.
Yeah. Oh, you blood puddled me from full screen. I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna do it. But Cham trying to fight back here still.
Oh, no punish on the whiff throw. I forgot throws whiff in this game.
You're just giving the air a big ol'. Oh, he tried to grab him, but he got hit with the 43. He's okay. Well, he should be still on this. I'm pretty sure it's still a first to 3. I don't know what our TO is doing, but
Pretty sure it'll be.
Yeah. Cham's got to figure out something here. My co-commentator has went to do something else, so let's see here. I don't expect a character switch. We haven't seen a character switch all stream. I mean, it's Injustice 2. There's not many what we call what's the term for people that play a game like Shadow Warriors or something? I don't remember what they're called, but I forget there's a term for people that like stick with old games and just really. What's the term for when people play an old game and like they're really good?
Macro?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anyone to do a character change unless, you know, they've been consistently playing this game. Just stick with what you know and what you're best with. That was big dammy. Oh, he hit him in the foot. Mix up. Oh.
Yeah, I'm actually curious if Injustice 2 still has like a pretty strong online community, because I know MKX actually has a really strong online community still to this day. So I'm curious if Injustice does as well.
I wouldn't think so. I think MK, like, it's understandable how it does have a, you know, it stays alive for longer. Injustice 2 is more of like a, I don't know, more niche than MK.
Yeah, and you know, every single MK game is so different. Whereas Injustice is more of a legacy game. So I can see, you know, like people want to play MKX, do MKX things in MK11, so you gotta play MKX.
And a lot of people love MKX, like, especially with, you know, the changes to MK11, a lot of people are looking back fondly on MKX.
Right.
That stuff is cool, but here we are with Injustice 2, that's gonna be a life bar right there.
Yep. Gonna slightly even things up. But again, with the damage that Black Edge does.
Good punish, you shouldn't have done that. Okay, That's decent shit. We got punished for it. And back three, another back three. Oh no, he's just doing the full. He didn't. Why is he not clashing?
Oh, that was so much.
Why didn't he clash? He didn't clash, did he? No. I don't think so. Why didn't? Even if you have no bar and your opponent has a milling, you still got to clash if you're gonna die.
I don't know. Maybe he just forgot just how much damage Brainiac can occasionally do.
Oh yeah, he can do a lot sometimes.
Yeah. Brainiac is one of those kind of like explosive characters where you don't see him do really big damage too often in the match, but if he's got a few bars to burn,
Doesn't it scale really well when like you only get hit with the second part of the dive kick?
I think that is correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that scales really good.
Yeah, I think I remember that was a part of high-level Brainiac play, was trying to space your dive kick so that when the second part hit.
And we're starting off with the classic jump aerial into unblockable interactable. And to another one. Yep, there goes half your life.
Yep.
Now he's gonna throw some blockable boxes. Oh no.
Looking like Cham is really woken up here in this winner's final.
It's a beautiful conversion. That's what I love about Brainiac. Like finally he blocked below that time. He didn't block the overhead. Oh, he was going into the squiggles.
You know what? I just thought about it. Is squiggles its whole way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait. You can do it on Wake Up.
Okay.
Because I remember Swamp Thing's Invincible Wake Up was a tree stomp, but that was kind of up like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm pretty sure shoulders gets way.
Alright, this time go optical, definitely using the climb.
I'm not sure. Anyway.
Blowing up the trait.
It's been many a year. Oh, he probably could have let that block and then down one him, because he did jump in the air when he hit him with that. He probably didn't have to convert it like that, but regardless, he's paying the price for it.
So that was a really nice little cross-up setup with the trait.
Looks like Galacticos is kind of clocking out right now, but here we go, trying to clock back in, get some hours in. Some meaty damage, back three to another. Why is he not clashing? Wait,
He did.
He did? Okay,
He did
okay. Okay.
You were too busy trying to remember Invincible.
Yeah, I was looking at the ceiling during the clash.
Staring at the ceiling instead of the game. Alright, 2-2 now.
Ooh, we got a set.
We definitely have a set.
The winner of this definitely deserves it at this point. They will be getting guaranteed second place. Loser will be getting guaranteed third. So we shall see what happens here.
Fighters approaching the bat
We got some updates on the loser's side as well, but we'll go over that after this match. 2-2, our first 2-2. I mean, we've had some 1-1s, but they weren't on stream. Alright, we're gonna do the jump. Yep, you
Gotta do it.
Might as well throw that one down. Alright, now we're even. To one interaction to another. Trait into throw.
I remember that one stage where Gadget characters had a super broken interactable where you just like typed on a computer and a drone just like tracked you down.
I think that's the Superman jail stage or whatever.
I used to play that shot before and you just type on the computer and shoot bullets.
That was the other side of that stage. Yeah.
Okay, as we're just reminiscing, we've got a good match going here. Go optical.
Very even right now.
Yep.
Yeah, there's the wake up. Got blocked, no punish. We're gonna switch sides here? Yes, we are. Oh, was that a meter burn or was that just normal?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
A lot of
Regardless, he's dead. Oh yeah.
That was a really damaging ender.
Yeah, that hurts. I'm pretty sure if you meter burn.
Throw some blockable boxes.
He tried to do a lightning hands on him. Oh, the dirty mix-up. Hit him with it. Do another one.
I think he's tried to
He'd still hit him with the tray regardless. Yeah. Still gotta hit him.
Yep.
Yeah, Brainiac is hard to block sometimes. Okay, ran into the balls.
Yep. Just dive kicking right into some Black Adam balls.
Yes, sir. Alright, we're gonna jump in. Oh, just barely. Probably should have waited to do a forward 1-2. 4-2-1, I'm not sure. It's one of those. I think it's 1-2. Elbow.
Again, it looks like Cham's doing a really good job of getting the dive kick at the right height to keep it safe.
I've noticed, I mean, it's a bit late into the set, but Optical isn't opting for side switches, it seems. Because you can side switch there and still do the 4-3. Like, you would just lose out on, like, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but he doesn't seem to be pushing for the corner. He just wants some pressure, wants some damage. A good block, no punish, but still hit him with the down one lightning hands. This is very close. Oh, he missed timing that. Oh, there.
Ooh. Go optical, gonna close it out.
And he just teased him. He teased him for 2 games. He's like, oh, this isn't mine. This is not yours.
What a good run from Cham, though. We'll see them again in the loser's side. Not out of this by any shot.
Yeah, I do enjoy seeing, I almost said Black Adam. I do enjoy seeing Brainiac. Brainiac's always a fun watch if it's a solid player.
I agree.
Because I could not.
Right,
But,
so over in losers semi, wait to find out who is going to fight against. Who's that? Cham. There we go. For some reason, I wanted to say Chow. It's going to be Potheadbryan versus takgillo.
Yep, we got potheadbryan took it 2-0 over McCuddy.
Oh wow!
Wow, I wish we could have seen that set, but you know that sometimes happens. And we got takgillo taking 2-1 against Unwise at Suzuki. I'm saying that wrong, but I am, just speaking words.
It's all good.
But yeah, we got I'm pretty sure the next match we have will be Potheadbryan versus takgillo, which I am expecting a lot from Potheadbryan considering he 2-0'd McCuddy, and not to say I'm good or anything, but McCuddy, he beat me last time we played in bracket. That was fun. But that should be a good set to see who will be facing off against Cham and then into grand finals. But this is semifinal for Potheadbryan and takgillo, so this will not be a first to 3. This will be a first to 2 still.
And of course, it should not be too late to get into that match arena if you haven't done that. Definitely at least do the free 50 cent that you can do and try and do some of those side quests, support some other players, get some more money to these players from earlier. Our staff said it's a first to 33. No.
Yeah, we're getting a first to 33 live here, folks. Grand final. I may have to leave after the second match, but
get some drinks, get some more shrimp, and
but Turbo Bot should be able to hold it down for me.
Yeah,
for the 30 other matches.
I got 33 games to talk about ovens, man. I'm excited.
You can just just call me up on Discord and I'll join and we'll talk about some ovens while I'm driving.
All right, so we're getting into takgillo versus Potheadbryan.
I thought that was Superman for a second.
I did too, actually. So we're gonna have Robin versus the incredible shrinking man.
Yep.
Adam. This is actually pretty cool though, because I feel like sometimes when you go back to these older games, you tend to kind of just see characters that were decidedly top tier that are easy to pick up again. It's kind of cool seeing more of these niche characters.
I feel like not to talk down on Adam players, but I feel like Adam's a pretty straightforward character. It's just kind of back up, keep distance, poke from long range, and then get your trait in and
true.
Go in.
But he's still he's not exactly 4-2-3 man at least.
No, he's not 4-2-3 trait 4-2-3 Brett man. B&B Robin stuff. Ooh, there we go. That's the setup I was talking about. Yeah, I mentioned it, and he's like, I gotta look this up. I forgot.
Yeah.
But he remembered solid. Oh, he could have punished him for that, but he tried to. Did not. Oh, no punish. I mean, I don't think he could punish him. He committed.
Oh, I completely forgot that Adam's duck. He just gets tiny.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually crouch.
You think that's been a special? He's just shrinking?
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna hold this. Just end it. Just stomp on his face. He hasn't been doing the overhead at all.
Oh, that was really smart.
How you can hold down and block everything,
right?
But it's beat by the overhead at the end or whenever they want to do it. He hasn't been doing that at all.
That's nice. Really good space control so far from Potheadbryan.
Yeah. Like I said, Adam's very space control and then trait and then do this.
I really like that. He went into trait, but he waited for a little bit to see how Tak would respond to the thing moving on the ground.
I very much dislike that dive kick thing by Robin because it's so ambiguous in the corner. If you don't know how to block it, you're not gonna block it.
Right.
Because it hits on different sides depending on the distance each time, and it's really it's dumb. But regardless, Potheadbryan's taking the first match over takgillo, despite Robin's weird specials.
Yeah, on top of the weird specials, I always feel like Robin was also a really disrespectful player. He is, I just remember pretty much every Robin I would ever face online.
It's just buttons.
Yeah,
it's buttons. They don't stop.
What's minus? Nothing.
I don't know. I have a sword. I don't care.
Take this down 1.
Batman? Wait.
No,
Okay, you can't
switch.
switch. Okay, I got it mixed up.
no Batman for you. Yeah, I remember when they first showed Adam, I was really hyped for
Fighters
his
approaching the Batcave.
his what do they call X-rays in this game? They're supers.
Supers, yeah.
Is it just supers? Yeah. When they showed, I was hoping they were going to do a little bit more with like his grow big,
Yeah.
but no, he only grows small.
Yeah, he no go big, he goes small.
Just a little guy.
Begin.
I'm just a little guy. Got little hands, got little legs. Just a little guy. Yeah, I love referencing shows that people don't watch. Anyway,
Getting some more burger rings on the screen.
Adam is a strength interactable boy. Yeah, I mean he do get big, kind of. He could be whatever you want. Yeah, he's not, and he has to end with the overhead, so he doesn't get stun locked like that and get punished.
It's either the overhead or he has like a throw in it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mostly remember the overhead. He's winning, so I'm not gonna tell him what to do, but he's kind of letting it rock every time.
His space control, once he gets a life lead, it's really like, ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's just controlling everything. That was cute.
That was awesome, actually.
He's just controlling the space until his trait comes up, and then he just
Get trait, get life lead, and then put things on the ground. It's working out really well so far.
Tak does not know how to deal with this, though, except for
Nice
down
one, too.
twos. And he's like, oh, my sword no reach, what do? He hasn't been throwing Birderings because
He started this game throwing off some Birderings, but he's kind of stopped doing that as he too many weird projectiles.
You can't end. It's fine. I don't know. I'm not an Adam player, but I'm pretty sure you can end it without being that negative. You got blown up for 37% right there, or 370 damage.
But again, potheadbryan is still winning. So
yeah.
The pain isn't over yet.
Right, he's in the corner. Tak has a good advantage. Okay, he's not in the corner anymore. That is not negative 15 or whatever internet says.
Teleport that's listed at like -12.
Yeah.
Definitely not -12. There's the throw. And that is another sound that even when like the damage meter, I can just hear.
He dashed through his meter burn forward 3.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Got the setup though.
He didn't convert to the full combo, but he's just doing specials. Spaghetti.
That was a nice dash out of the dash kick there.
Yeah, you did. He yeah.
I forgot that you could trade.
I didn't know that you could.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all. That was kind of sweet.
Yeah, he just noticed he got hit and like, okay, mash L2 R2.
Yeah.
And he's dead.
That was hype. I had no idea you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't either. It looked weird too because he wasn't even on screen when it started. We got a disconnect, but understandable. Brian will be moving on against Cham, so it'll be a Adam versus Brainiac match, which should be. I want to see his trait dive kicked.
Yeah. I actually also just remembered one of my favorite little details about Adam is if you won around while he was in trait, he would taunt you when he was tiny and just do the little tiny squeaky voice. Squeaky. I always enjoyed that, and sometimes he would like hop around a little bit.
Yeah,
it was always really fun. I don't know. I didn't play Injustice 2 as much, but I always enjoyed watching it. It has a lot of just lovely little details to it.
Oh yeah,
and it's still a really nice looking game.
My favorite voice thing is still between Atrocitus and Harley Quinn. He's like,
oh, is that the one when he asked what is a stuffy?
Yeah, what is a plushie?
Yeah.
She's like, you would be an adorable plushie. What is a plushie?
Yeah, there's some really fun ones. I always enjoyed Bane. Sometimes if you got like a really good combo, he would just call you garbage. It was great. So yeah, it looks like we might be taking a quick little break. So yeah, just a reminder, hop in that match arena. Been bugging you about it all evening. But it is a really good way to not just only support the players playing, but also just support people in the community. All of those free quests.
And we got my boys Low Kick with their LKO at twitch.tv/lowkick esports. They're doing Tuesdays and Fridays at 7:30 Central Standard Time. You can check them out on their social medias at Low Kick Esports. Used to stream for them a lot, but you know, life happens and I don't have good internet. So, yeah, they are also sponsored by Matcherino, so definitely check out my boys up in Chicago. Support their Matcherino. Go watch their stuff. All of it again is Low Kick Esports.
And the CIFGC would like to thank Rarities Unlimited for sponsoring our events. Rarities Unlimited is an online store that sells vintage comic books, video games, movies, and many more. Visit them on Facebook to see what they have to offer. Go buy some DC movies and comics from them.
Yeah,
and get the Injustice comics.
Comics are cool.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you very much to Rarities Unlimited. Go see what they have to offer.
Yeah, thank you. Also, thank you to Matcherino, and you know, always support the local boys up in Chicago. They're always doing great work, putting in a lot of work, as well as CIFGC. You know,
yeah, honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm biased because I hang out with all of them a lot, but both CIFGC and Low Kick, they just put on really quality, well-run events.
And they're just all great people.
Yeah, and they've got lots of commentators that are a lot better at it than me.
Hey, you know, that's just commentary. You just talk, man. Yeah. We talk about ovens. We talk about not knowing if Brainiac has a invincible wake up or not.
How cool it is when Adam go tiny.
Yeah, and then he go big.
So up next we should have, is that going to be potheadbryan versus takgillo?
Wait, no, we just had that, didn't we? No, what did we just have?
Oh wait, yeah. So
yeah, it would be.
I think that just hasn't been advanced yet, right?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Wait. Yeah. It would be Cham versus Brian.
Speaking of really good commentary, look at us follow a 10-person bracket.
hey, we are working with a laptop monitor. It's understandable.
Yep.
I have to click, you know? But we are getting Brian against Cham. Like I said, it was Brainiac versus Adam, and I want to see some dive kicks on the little Adam man. I want to see him slapped around while he's in his little cell phone.
Yeah. Brainiac is really
here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bouncing around.
And he's in the corner.
Okay,
the slide is the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
The low and overhead.
So that worked out.
Oh, he held that, but it did not work.
Yeah, that was working really well in his last game against takgillo. So I figured, I guess he just tried it. He's like, I wonder if that'll work.
Yeah, I don't think it'll work. It won't work as well against Brainiac because his trait this destroys armor.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't destroy it, but you know, it adds an extra hit. Now all he has to do is just touch your toes. Bada boom, bada bing. You have no armor. You're getting hit.
Yeah, armor in Injustice 2 is just one hit, right?
Yeah.
Two hit combo. Setting things up on the ground.
And just for unblockable, interactable.
So it doesn't look like his damage over time does too much until he adds 2 vials to it, so it's like smoking.
Yeah, there's 280 damage just from going up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, we
wow.
barely touched him. He has no life.
Yeah. Something, or yeah.
I would just chill out. Yeah, do a trade.
Yeah, get some trades on the board.
Yeah, he's just taking a lot of damage right now. Yeah, and that.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Forcing the breakaway.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the corner. If I respect it. He's getting out of the corner. He got his life back that he just lost, and he just dive kicked it to the dome. There he goes. Kind of even, but Cham does not have a. Oh, it's so long. Cham does not have a flash. And he's taking some damage. Set up.
Oh, that was dirty.
Oh, it's so much damage.
Wow.
401. Side switch, put him in the corner. Lots of damage. Just 460. Oh, he couldn't convert it. Barely missed. He's dead. Oh, okay, not everything is one hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a lot. That was a lot of armor.
He's bagging. He's
bagging. Looking like Kotal Khan over there, just hanging out in the gas instead of the sun. Over here.
Yeah, I think commentators gotta eat too. But there are some. If you mirror burn interactables, I think it gives you more than one hit on most of them.
Yeah, because he definitely hit him a few times.
Oh, we hit him like 3 times.
That car was coming.
I forget. Is it Lowe's that? Well, I'm not. I appreciate the compliments on us knowing our stuff, but sometimes we just don't. Someone in the chat says,
did somebody actually compliment him?
Yeah, he said you guys know your stuff. I like the commentary.
Oh,
as we say it. I don't know what this is.
really appreciate that, but hard disagree. I do not remember a lot.
I used to know everything,
Fighters
but
approaching Red
No,
Zone
Hectic is doing a
prison.
lot better job than me of remembering things.
yeah, I used to play this game competitively and traveled a bit and stuff, and it was fun. It's the fighting game I've been best at. But
Yeah, I will say you're pretty good at it.
I would say I was very good at it. I mean, I only say that because I've played a lot of fighting games since then, and this has been the one I've done the best in.
You technically beat Dragon, didn't you?
I technically beat Dragon.
Because he had the stomach bug.
I've beaten Hayate, like actually, like technically. I mean, it was casuals, but I still, you know, I did really well against a lot of professional players. But regardless, that doesn't matter. You know, I don't know much. It's been years. But we are getting Cham, about the same thing we're getting last time. You're lacking the setups on the side of Cham. You just poke, 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 jump, jump, jump. Yeah, that'll do it.
I was just about to say, Cham was getting a lot of mileage out of his interactable of that game, but then he got hit by the
Oh, that trait didn't scale super well, but oh, he ate it. Finish him off. Yep, that kick. All right, we are about even here.
Yeah, pretty close.
I would say even because Brian is in the corner. I mean, he can just teleport out, but he's still in the corner right now. Guard, there it is. He can't punish that. Impossible.
Throw him back into the corner though.
Oh, he
just
that was a good. I like that on Cham. He tried to neutral jump and then do the full 360, but it still didn't hit. He teleported just a little too far away. Hard knockdown into the corner. Or sliding. I'm not sure which knockdown that is.
Potheadbryan is just.
Oh no! What is? Oh! Oh!
Oh no!
There's the overhead I was talking about.
Yeah, so does his super hit twice then?
I guess.
Yes. It looks like it.
He's trying to be cheeky there.
Oh, big
Back three, back three! Oh!
Yeah, because you
Good,
can't
good,
clash
good.
back threes, right?
You can't clash back through to 4-3s.
Hey, I remembered a thing. All I had to do was take a bite of a mozzarella stick, and I remembered one piece of knowledge.
It's like eat a Snickers because you're angry, but eat a mozzarella stick. You're lacking in Justice 2 knowledge.
Man, I just want to. I don't know if the chat heard me kind of talk about it earlier, but so like my microphone power cord disintegrated, so I was gonna go to Best Buy to try and buy a new one, and I had some wonderful fried shrimp, and I just took it with me, and it was, I don't know, it just felt really weird driving my van around with a bowl of shrimp in my lap.
Adam.
I don't think we're gonna see any character
No,
switches.
yeah. Like I said, it's. I mean, unless you've been playing this game a lot, we're not gonna see any character
Yeah.
switches. We just got Oleos at this point.
It's an older game, and it's losers final. Just dance with who took you to the ball.
Yep.
Begin.
Yeah, I don't even know who my secondary character would be if I wanted to do well. Like I just know Atrocitus Dog.
Yep.
I back 2-3 into Spit or Puddle and then Cat, and that's all it is. Alright, we got him in the put himself in the corner, doesn't matter. He doesn't come out of the corner. Oh, those little juggles are so cute.
Yep.
Adam's really good at doing little juggles like that. If you ever seen Gerd play him, watch the little juggles and he's dead.
Trait doing work. I forgot just how much damage Trait does from Adam.
Yeah, his trait's really good unless you block all of it and then it's punishable, I think. Oh,
Nice little flash parry with back three.
It's really good. But you don't. And in the corner though. Yeah, even not just the damage, the travel on it. It goes from corner to corner.
Yeah.
Oh, no punish again.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, you can crash it. If you can do super off it, you should be able to crash it.
Alright, so Cham taking off a life bar.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't
None
mention
of us yet.
We haven't mentioned yet, but this is first to 3 because this is final. It should be
You're
first to 3.
talking to a man
it
of
is.
science.
Confirmed by staff.
I am staff. Smile. Both is 0. This is my favorite practice stage to practice that right there.
Yeah. You can get the finish him on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so potheadbryan gonna move up to 2-1.
Yep. Still, you know, Chan has a chance. It's very back and forth. I've mostly been personally focusing on Chan a lot. I mean, not that I don't like Adam, but I don't know. We've been seeing Brian just kind of like very dominant in this whole bracket, and I like rooting for underdogs. I like rooting for people that aren't guaranteed to take anything. It's always fun to see a ball up.
Yeah, and I feel like Adam is definitely kind of one of those characters where if you haven't been like playing this game regularly for a while, it's kind of hard to remember just how to defend and punish Adam.
Yeah, because like I said, he's not a zoner, but he has a lot of space control and then trait, and then
he just does a lot of weird things.
Yeah, he's a very quirky character, and if you don't know how to deal with his quirkiness, then you're dead. You're dead.
And it's kind of weird. I kind of forgot just how few stages there were in Injustice 2.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all really well detailed and a mile long. They're good stages.
Yeah, they're good stages, but
I just kind of forgot that there were a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
All right, going into game 4 here. Ooh. Chamax starting off with an ill-advised interactable, getting blown up for it. Stuck in a corner now against Adam. A cute little side switch. These vials have been working out for potheadbryan so well.
Yeah, all he has to do is put one down and he can't get dive fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can, but it will be a trade.
Another nice flash parry.
Those are very good. Those have been working out. Like, those are just good against Brainiac if you know how to time them correctly.
Yeah, and I mean we've seen potheadbryan using that flash parry on the back three against multiple opponents.
I have to correct myself. I did say earlier that those are not good against him because he has his trait, but if he doesn't have his trait out, they're very good when he's trying to dive kick. But we haven't been seeing the trait too much. Yeah, I need to see some more trait. I haven't seen it in a while. That might just be me being not very cognizant, but he's just been doing a lot of that.
Well, it's also hard to get trade out when you're getting comboed by a little tiny man.
Yeah, I mean you don't want to give him space control. You need space control.
Oh, that was a crazy little conversion.
you just dropped the vial on him. Okay, all right.
I completely forgot that interaction was long.
Yep. And you can reuse it as much as you want.
Yep.
Oh, he hit him with the. Oh, you cannot backflip that. He just reaches a little too far. Yeah. Only down 2 of them. No combo. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Dead? Question mark? Nope, he's still alive. He's trying to flex on him. Yeah. He's dead. I'm sorry.
Just throwing some BM on the screen here.
Just a little dead. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
But regardless, I did love seeing the Brainiac play.
Yeah, no, I mean, losers final. Cham, well played.
Yeah, got top 3. I mean, when it comes to, like, you may think like, oh, it's only like 10 people showed up and it's a small bracket, but like top 3 is still good for an Injustice game or for Injustice 2 because like if you know how to play the game, you know how to play the game. It doesn't matter how many people are in the bracket. Like if someone signs up for this game, they most likely know what they're doing because this game's been out for what 6 years, 5 years, for a long time.
Been out for a while.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, MK11 is just about or just did hit its 2-year anniversary. So
yeah, I remember midnight release for this is the second game ever I did a midnight release for. I was first in line at GameStop to get the jersey. I was like 2 hours early.
And I technically bought the game for you.
Yep, because I went to my first ever offline thing that wasn't Smash, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll play some Mortal Kombat. And I got blown up in Street Fighter because I forgot to change my buttons, and I was just mad and just stomping through MK with my 5-minute remembering reptile. Yep, that bought me the game. That's how I'm where I am now.
So Injustice 2 first came out May 11th, 2017. Yep. So it'll be 4 years old.
Okay, that's not as old as I thought.
No, I was actually kind of thinking the same.
It feels like so much longer.
It really does.
I've moved like 20 times since.
Right?
Like, not exaggerating.
We've lived a lot of life since May 11th, 2017.
Yes, we have. But yeah, Injustice 2, great game. It's very stupid and interesting, but I love it. It has a place in my heart forever. But with that, potheadbryan will be going up to grand finals against Go Optical. Go Optical winner, Brian losers. Again, good stuff to Cham for getting top 3
Absolutely.
in this 4-year-old game. These people just know their stuff. If you don't know, you don't know at this point, you know.
And again, it's just kind of cool seeing some slightly more niche characters in such an older game. Like a lot of times when you see like revival brackets, you'll see, with like Injustice 2, you'll see lots of Supermans, Aquamans, just characters that are really easy to jump back into.
Yeah, Brainiac is not. He's a
No.
very like the I forgot what it is too. Execution heavy
Yeah,
character.
we're struggling with that all night.
Yeah, he's yeah.
So we are going into our grand finals. Pothead Bryan on the loser side against the Obstacle on the winner
We
side.
got Adam v Adam. This is a run back, I believe. So what is this? This is this. Is it? Yeah, this is the run back from winner semis. Galactical took it 2-0 against Brian. Let's see if Brian can bring it back. He's a lot more warmed up now. Oh, he's doing teleport setups.
Yeah.
He's being a little quirky.
It's been kind of fun watching.
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, it's been kind of fun watching all these players because it kind of looks like almost every single game they're like, oh yeah, I can do this. It's like they just like remember little bits and pieces about the character every single game.
Yeah, that was fun when I played it again. I'm like, oh wait, this is how you do this.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute.
That works.
Chip him out, almost.
Not quite enough. Nice
That-
down two though.
Hit his heel. Hit him in the back of his leg, his foot.
And down twos work completely different in this game than MK, right? They're high scaling combo stars, right?
Very high scaling combo stars, yes. Or extenders if you want.
Yeah. Big conversion from Galactical.
I mean, technically they can be combo stars in MK, but that's only if like
Yeah.
they're already in the air.
But I don't think NRS meant
Yeah,
to.
but in this they always are.
Yeah.
Want them to be.
I'm immune to you.
Anyway, took some fat damage off that meter burn 4-3. He's getting a lot of mileage off of just meter burning the 4-3s and back 3s. Like they've been working all night. Like all that yellow just from one hit. And it only takes 1 bar if you don't do it mid combo.
Pothead Bryan's still alive with a nice catch with the trap.
Good drop. Oh no, we're getting extended. Oh, into setup, just barely whiffed. He backdashed it. I'm not too sure.
Is he gonna take it from this little sliver of life? Pothead Bryan has the win orbs. Oh, the win orbs lost.
Yeah, he's tiny. He's not gonna touch those. He's just weaving in and out of them.
You almost never see the win orbs lose. That's crazy.
I think this match. I mean, I don't know whose matchup is good against what, but if I were to guess, I would say Adam is good against Adam in this match. Like, okay, no joke. I think like Adam is probably good against Black Adam, just because he can avoid the orbs and a lot of the
Yeah,
stuff
honestly,
that he does.
just from seeing if you can avoid those orbs like that, if that's not like a oh neat, I did that, and that's like I plan to do that. If you can actually regularly do that, that's a huge change up in the matchup.
Yeah, because his trait pretty much beats his trait. Like it can still hit him, I believe, but like it's so much easier for him to not get hit by
Right.
other characters because he's just so
Yeah, 'cause
tiny.
usually Black Adam is just like, what is chip out? Here you go. I press this button. It's the next round.
Yep, you're dead. Goodbye. Oh, I didn't hit you once. Oh, you're still dead. That's crazy. Well, here we go. We're getting some touches.
Big jump in the start again.
Keeping it simple. No jump dive kick. And trade.
Yep. Completely forgot about
And
Black
now it's
Adam.
tied.
Corner carry.
Yep, both these characters have amazing
just
corner carry.
Ooh, these little float shenanigans. I had Brian getting real cute out here.
Yeah, he's feeling himself.
Mhm.
But here we go. Can we dash under? Nope, no, he didn't meter burn it. He doesn't have any meter. Still no meter. He's just going with what he can. Oh, good block.
Yeah, it looked like he's
We're blocking. We're blocking. He grabbed him.
So yeah, he does have it.
Yep.
Yep.
You gotta jump that.
Yeah, that is crazy. Like, it is super minus, but you have to guess like 3 different ways.
Yep. It's either block high or jump.
Yeah.
But you have to like know when he's gonna do it too.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're gonna get smacked like this. Oh yeah, I think that's a good response to a trait is that little lightning. Because it is like a little AoE type thing, but we are pretty much even here. We're getting some zoning. Oh, couldn't convert off it.
Weird little space gun zoning that Adam had. More trait.
Put him in the corner.
And you know, it's also
Why
Adam's trait comes back so fast too for what it does.
he just wasted 2 bars?
Most of that blue one is a trap. Wow. This is really big corner control so far. Use the push block.
Okay, he didn't get a hit. I was gonna say, I think we're getting some
Here comes straight. He's blocking. He's
block,
blocking.
block. Oh, he went high that time. Or overhead, sorry, not high.
That trait's really good.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that trait's really good.
Anytime that trait was blocked in like a professional like tournament, everyone got super hyped because it's just so wonky.
And And I was saying in that match, I forgot how fast it comes back too, for how much it does. Like it's doing like 250 damage.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. Like he's the space control until trait because his trait comes back fast, and that's like, in my opinion, that's Adam's biggest thing is his trait.
Right. Because like I was like, you know, his trait's kind of comparable to like Flash, but Flash.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
In Flash, you also need some execution with his trait. You know,
You need a lot of
you
execution.
don't just press all the buttons.
Yep.
Begin.
I might have to sneeze, but okay, I'm not. And he's in the corner. Alright, we're getting out of the corner side switch. No. Oh!
Big conversion.
Oh, he threw the lightning ball. That's so bad.
Yeah. Was that there?
It might have been. He might have been trying to do a setup. Just wasn't expecting to wake up quick.
That lightning ball feels so slow. I can't imagine.
Well, there are, but like it's just not good.
Fair enough.
It's like his lightning cage. That you can use it.
Hey,
Wait.
looks like we're getting a life bar here.
Didn't they buff his lightning cage and make him do more damage? Because I remember Black Adam's using it more, or maybe they nerfed it. I'm not sure which one it is.
No idea.
Anyway, yeah, we're not gonna
down to.
Yeah, we're getting some bags,
Yeah, get some damage in here.
but it's a tight game. Except for the fact that Adam has more bar, but he did waste his trait right there, which is good for Black Adam.
This is crazy so far because the last time these guys ran into each other, the obstacle took a 2-0, right?
Yep.
So complete turnaround from Pothead Bryan.
Oh, he messed up. He expected him to roll out, I think, because he did the back 3 cancel.
We're blocking. We're blocking.
Oh, good stuff by Optical. I really respect that from Optical. Like I was saying, he was trying to he was waiting for the back 3, and he thought he was going to jump out because he had 4 bars, and he just didn't. So good stuff for both players there. No punish on that grab lift.
Got stuff on the ground again.
Doing some baitsies, and he gets one. Yeah. Oh. Cute.
More stuff on the ground.
And is he gonna die
It's straight
here?
up.
Nope, he just push block it.
Really smart option against the trade.
A little bit of damage here, 11 damage at a time. He's not dead.
He's got metered. I forgot that was an intractable.
It's a specific timed one, yes.
Yeah, because it actually comes around in the merry-go-round.
Mhm.
I completely forgot that was an intractable.
That was a close game towards the end there. I liked what I saw from both players trying to mind game, because like doing like a juggle combo and then not and trying to cancel your back 3 into a dash and then continuing is really high level stuff. I haven't done that much myself. So I loved that interaction and that the fact that Brian did not fall for it and he just took it. And
So we're gonna have a grand finals reset.
yep, this is about the time I thought this tournament would run. And I wish we could see Swamp Thing. That'd be crazy if someone just picked Swamp Thing. I miss my big green boy, my big red boys. I miss them.
Swamp Thing was always really high performing.
Oh yeah, that's why I picked him in Hometown Heroes, because I was gonna lose to the Cyborg anyway. I'm like, I almost won too.
Yeah.
It was really close. I picked Swamp Thing, and what's their name? Bigger guy, commentator, like OG MK commentator. He always has a clean cut, always clean shaven.
Chef?
Yeah.
No. We got a match.
Anyway. Yeah, he really loved the pick.
We're game 1 of our grand finals reset. Pothead Bryan just kind of picking up right where he started off.
Can we get a 0 on that 3? This is not a first to 6. There we go, thank you.
I thought it was that first to 33 that he was talking
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah.
Man, imagine you're just like playing this game and moderator informs you, oh, by the way, grand finals is first to 33.
Yeah, I would be like my mic's broken. Hey Grox, miss you, buddy. Love Grox. Grox is good people.
Cool. Nice little pickup there. Straight.
Oh, he hit him with the overhead twice. That was silly.
gonna be big damage.
Oh yeah, it is.
Don't
But
make
he
me
has
fly
full
up your
bar.
nose.
I don't know. I probably would have opted for the 4-3-4-3 just so we couldn't clash. But he's gonna use 2 bars, 3 bars. Okay. So gonna get all that life back and then some. Or no, almost all of it back.
Professor Palmer too.
It's just about evened up here, but of course potheadbryan will be out of his plan. I'll only do once per game.
We're getting some full screen footsies, haha. And here we go. Trick. Dive kick.
Oh,
dive
you
kick.
almost got it. I know you really want to see that dive kick hit the tiny man.
Yeah, I do. I mean, he did a good job at avoiding it. But
Yeah, no, it was really smart.
did not meter burn to push him in the corner. Trait. Just eat some of that chip. Chip, chip, chip.
Yeah. Optical working with a really nice life lead so far.
The traits.
So we got Trait.
Already back.
Oh, he's blocking though.
He's not taking the full damage. He's, you know, he's doing the best he can with it. And oh, didn't touch him. Didn't want him to clash. Oh, this is gonna be huge. Is he dead? He's super dead.
Wow.
That was amazing. He spent the 2 bars just to confirm the kill, which at that point, do it. Yes, do it every time. To
Go
back
Optical,
to-
getting on to the scoreboard. In our grand finals reset, the first game will go to Go Optical.
Black Adam.
Also, I do want to say again, we apologize for the quality. We ran into some equipment hiccups, and we're doing our best audio-wise. Next time, it'll hopefully be, you know, not this. But we're glad that you're here with us and you're listening to us, and hopefully you're enjoying some Injustice 2 action.
Also,
Approaching contact.
blame us specifically for the audio, for like the commentator audio
Yeah,
issues.
blame
It is
the
not-
commentators.
Yeah, it is not CIFGC's
It-
fault at all.
It's not Mr. Arneezy. It's
Yeah.
not anyone else.
It's all the commentators.
Yeah. But we're glad to be here. I'm always, like I said, this is one of my favorite. This is like my favorite fighting game ever. It's always good to be a part of it.
I always enjoyed talking about it with you.
Yeah.
I was really bad at this game, but it was kind of cool being friends with someone who was not very bad at this game.
I have
And
fond
it was
memories.
kind of cool to pick your brain about different things happening in the game.
Yeah. It was good times. Hopefully I can find something like that again.
So
But
with this costume, for a second I thought we had a Dr. Fate.
could you imagine? Like, oh, I'm about to lose. Dr. Fate.
Your fate.
Starfire. See, this is a good thing to do. Like, if you can't block it, you want to like kind of like just be awkward with your movement. So like he
Right.
hits you, but you fall down, and then you can just like either delay wake up or just get like, you know, just make it awkward for him.
Yeah.
Unless you can block the whole thing, which good luck.
I mean, as you said, in top level play, people got hyped for blocking the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's not just like anybody. That's like watching Gur play. People would get hyped if you block
Yeah.
all of Gur's.
It was uncommon.
Yeah.
Like there's some players that are really good at it, but most people were not. So I just say take a little bit of damage and just be awkward about it.
Sonic Fox would probably tell you just react to it.
Yeah. Just block. And
Oh my god.
he flipped out. Oh, that's just so smart. He punished him for flipping out.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, he flipped out and then punished him when the trade ended. That was beautiful. That's some big brain stuff
Yeah,
right
that
there. Like I said, Black Adam's a simple character, but that was big brain. I love that.
Big brain and a simple body.
And but I'm pretty sure like the Black Adam as a character is like really smart. Like what is his like character? I read about it a little bit, but
He's a Shazam villain, and his name is Black Adam.
I
don't know. I'm really bad at DC lore. Honestly.
Okay.
I read. I'm not one of those people that like feels like you have to pick a side.
Black
I just
Adam.
happen to not read a lot of.
No,
Marvel.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I think Marvel is more interesting when it comes to like movies and
Yeah.
just-
Like I read a lot of Dark before DC like integrated them. So like I'm really familiar with John Constantine before he was
Fighters approaching
like actually
contact.
canon DC.
I think the thing with Black Adam is like he's not he didn't start as like hardcore villain. Like he was just like a guy. Like I mean, everyone's just a guy, but he was just kind of like neutral for a while.
Is he is he kind of like a Magneto?
I don't know much about that. He was kind of like a Swamp Thing, like just neutral.
The Swamp Thing is just like a Guardian.
Yeah,
I did read a lot of Swamp Thing.
like
Anyway,
and-
we go match.
yeah. He was neutral. Something happened. He's bad. Now he's just beating up Adam.
We'll figure out Black Adam.
I do it.
But no, Go Optical seems to be
Oh, the
making
double.
some really nice adjustments in this reset.
We haven't been. Oh, he said no floaty.
Do not float.
But we got to see the forward 1-2, forward 1-2, or 2-1-2, whatever it is. We haven't seen a double one in combo yet, I don't believe. The classic.
Yeah, that's like his optimal route.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it depends. Yeah, like doing that twice.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, I believe. But
You know, I was actually wondering what was looking weird about the
Field got a
Black Adam
small
combos.
advantage.
Yet
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
are not winning.
So we got Climb and Go Obstacle have a great lead here so far.
oh yeah, basically a little more than half his life left.
And we've already got Potheadbryan off of the Clash.
Yep, and their trait's gone. They don't have any bar. Going for some cheeky stuff. No, you can only be so cheeky with your teleport stuff with him. He has a little bit of life health.
I did like that though because those down 2 combos scale so hard. So instead of going for more, just try and get like a little setup out of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Down twos are like, unless you're gonna kill them, they're really good for setting up stuff.
Right.
Like with Swamp Thing, sometimes I would end combo specifically with down two so I can set up like my trait, which
Just
is a little.
yeah.
Yeah.
Get something on the screen.
I got some explosion. Good. I don't even know
Oh,
what's
that
happened
was-
there. On our screen, he just like.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That didn't look like a thing.
He's getting hit with a lot of AoE right now.
Yeah,
a lot
he
of
is.
dot
Wow.
damage. Oh my
That is so
gosh, that
much
did
damage.
so much. Maybe Adam wants to get. Oh, the side switch. He's panicking. Oh, he blocked it off.
Oh.
He punished it. Oh my. Oh, he.
Oh, the drop. Oh, that is tragic.
Oh, he's super dead. Did he? Did Adam
Yeah,
crash? Right?
he had no clash.
He had that. That was 100% obstacles game right there. 100%. That was beautiful until it
And
wasn't.
he had super too.
Let's see. I'm looking at a replay on my phone. So he, hit him with that. Did a lot of damage. He's taking a lot of damage from the AOE, the dot. Adam teleports out with the trait. It's a bunch of spaghetti. He's freaking out. He punishes him with the forward 3, and then this didn't get the 1-2, the forward 1-2 or whatever after
Yeah,
this.
it was tragic.
He had his super after, but he would have been dead regardless if he just touched him.
Right.
That was an input error. That was unfortunate. 'Cause I was when rewatching it when he was when Black Adam was in the corner, he side switched a few times, so he was probably just a little finicky in nerves and just has to take a second, calm down, and be solid. That was all obstacles game.
All right, so Potheadbryan is one game away from completing this complete turnaround. Because again, this is a run back from when he put a bracket. Pick that trade out. So the one thing I can't remember about Black Adam's trait, does it have frame data? Does it also make things like more safe?
No, they don't do anything.
Okay,
I don't believe.
I couldn't remember.
No, when you activate it, yes, it's like Superman's kind of.
Okay, it's kind of like
Yeah, when you activate specifically, like the balls themselves don't cause anything to stun.
Okay.
Stun anything.
that's one thing I definitely couldn't remember about Black Adam.
Like you would just do the forward 1-2 or whatever, and to tray and then do it again.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully, Galactical needs to slow down a little bit, not let the last game get into his head, but that is very unfortunate what happened, but he was playing really, really, really solid, and right now it's not looking so solid.
But, he is Black Adam, and
He tried to dive kick it.
ripping away half a life bar is definitely not out of the question for Black Adam.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just needs a couple good openings here, and he can get
This
right back in this.
one good opening and
Yeah.
Skype's gone, but he's taking a lot of damage, and Adam's still on his first,
And that trait is already almost back for Adam.
and it's back. Oh, he tries to go for a setup to finish off the life bar or something.
He's
I'm not
blocking.
sure.
He's blocking.
Oh, he blocked it off!
He blocked it all. All right, so that should be the life bar. And...
Beautiful.
All right, let's go optical.
You got to be feeling yourself
Yeah.
right now. You blocked the whole thing. Like this is
Block
all
the whole
you.
thing and got punished.
Yep.
Great.
Alright, trying to get in
Weird
there.
trade on.
Oh, he's.
Oh,
dead.
that is super. They're
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
combo.
Oh!
He flipped-
Oh!
It hits
doesn't
twice.
matter.
It hits twice.
He's super dead. That's so unfortunate. Just.
Also, I don't think it would have mattered, but since he flipped out, that also removed the scaling from it.
I'm not sure. But
Either way,
it would have been dead,
That's
I enjoyed the play a lot. There was a lot of mind games, a lot of high level stuff, a lot of things that you just like to see in Injustice from that set, and it was good despite it 3-1. It was a very good set.
Congratulations to
Yeah, congrats to Brian for losing 2-0 and then taking it back.
made the journey through the losers bracket.
Yeah,
GG's to
Yeah.
everyone that joined this bracket, though. Thanks for making this night hype.
GG's.
We didn't have to say 4, 2, 3 breath once, so I thank all the players for that. We didn't have,
No lasers.
we didn't have a Starfire or a Fate.
We didn't have really any zoning
Yeah,
except for like
we had some
you know,
cool
some add-
characters.
yeah.
That was a really fun little Injustice bracket.
Good to see you too, Grolix. I miss you.
And thank you to the chat for everyone that watched. Again, I do apologize about the audio issues that were from our mouths. Again, that is 100% our fault.
Like I mentioned, Brian was put into losers by Optical 2-0.
Yeah. So, and that was a full-on run back.
Yeah, that was a really, really good set. The really good grand finals, really good losers finals, really good. This bracket, that was fun to watch. I'm surprised. I expected McCuddy to go a little further, and I was, you know, I didn't see what I expected, so I'm happy.
So yeah, and anyone in the chat, if you're new to any CIFGC, these guys run tons of events. They're always really well run. They always have good commentators on the mic that usually sound really good.
Yeah, with not laptop built-in mics.
Right. So yeah, definitely hang around in the Discord. Follow them on Twitter.
Yep.
Check out what events they'll have up next. I don't know if they've announced anything for next month just yet. Arnell can blow me up. And
you can keep up with all that stuff though on the Twitter, which I believe is this Twitter.com. Is it at CIFGC?
Yeah.
Yep, at CIFGC Gaming, and the Discord is discord.gg/CIFGC. I'm pretty sure there might be a link in chat if we can get one of those as well.
Yep.
And you can follow, keep up to date with any tournaments and when we do Injustice 2 next, because this is not the first time we've done Injustice 2, and it's probably not the last time we'll do Injustice 2.
Yeah, and
as long as I'm around, I guess.
Yeah. And we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. Just it's a little bit of a smaller bracket, but they're always really hype. I always enjoy these.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
Yeah, like Injustice 2 is, even though the turnout may be a little small, the players are great, and it's always a good time.
Yep.
But let's see.
Thank you very much.
Our boy Mr. Arnezy says that these will be going on YouTube on Monday. I'm pretty sure the YouTube is the same thing. It might be just CIFGC or just YouTube CIFGC, and you'll find it.
It's on the screen.
Yes. So you can watch all your VODs and see what you did wrong, see what you did well, and come back next time. And
listen to me talk about ovens.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Well, I just
talking about ovens.
I just want to say thank you very much to FreeHectic and Big Kitty for the commentary. Once again, I do want to apologize.
Really happy to see you guys out here in Injustice 2. Is there anything else, Mr. Arnezy, Mr. Big Kitty?
Can you?
No, I've.
I already did that.
So
if
thank you very much.
The ads again, our Mr. Stream Operator will pull those up for us. If not, thank you all for stopping by. Be sure to sign up next time we do this. If you want to know when, just follow those social medias and participate. It's always a good time.
Yep.
And,
or if you want to commentate too, Let's let Mr. Arnezy or the CIFGC main page let me know.
Usually our commentary sounds really good.
Usually we know what we're talking about and have like quality mic.
Well, let's just before I was interrupted a little bit there. Thank you very much to Big Kitty and FreeHectic for the commentary. It's great to have these two back on the mic once again. It has been quite a while since we have ran Injustice. So just stay with us in our socials and all that. We'll be announcing next month's schedule sometime, possibly this week or maybe next week, thing like that. So give us a follow and all that fun stuff, and we will be back next time. Once again, if you enjoy what you see, give us a follow. And you all have a great evening. Stay safe out there and take care.